This is DAHBOO77, a heads up for what's happening here in Ohio, as the Governor DeWine has made a series of moves here. This is the same guy that people were talking about impeaching here recently. Well, DeWine has just put into motion an order here on Friday, a proclamation that authorizes the Ohio National Guard to provide security support to local jails that need it. Okay? So he has issued the Ohio National Guard to help the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction with security in state prisons. The proclamation also amends that the Guard members will provide security at correctional facilities, county jails, or confinement facilities in the state. County jails. Guys in fatigues, National Guard troops working to do the security there. This is what all of this is putting into motion. Okay? Now, there are rules and all this other stuff about how troops are to be used against people in this country and all that. We have to be very careful of what happens with these moves in this environment. Nonetheless, because they're saying so many people are out, they need to make this move to basically pull the military in for security at these facilities. So, another place that they're utilizing them here, I'll leave a link. Make sure to follow me on DLive for more. Going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
With the significant rise of the COVID-19 cases among the state, county, and local correction officers reducing the staff levels in jails, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is calling on the National Guard for backup. The governor issued a proclamation on Friday that authorizes the Ohio National Guard to provide security support to local jails that need it. Governor DeWine also ordered the Ohio National Guard to help the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction with security at state prison. So Friday proclamation amends that the order to also allow Guard members to provide security to any correctional facility, county jail, confinement facility in the state. That was a DAHBOO Shalom. Give all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahshua Bashem, Rakadash. Salutation to the elders and apostles, GMS groups, who was alike, teacher 100% true. Shalom, Barakathon to them for the edification and knowledge, and double honors to the elders and apostles, GMS groups, who was alike, teacher 100% true. Shalom, Barakathon to them. And the foremost, give all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahshua Bashem, Rakadash. That relates to Ohio governor calling the National Guard for additional support relating to county, state, local jails. We'll go with some scriptures. Second Ezra 15, 14 through 19. Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, having invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread, and for great tribulation. This the times we're in, relating to the precursors of the times we're in right now. Second Esdras 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest a part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit which he has made. And that's the times wherein the Lord is beginning to visit what he has made, man. Different types of things, civil unrest, pestilence, plagues, famines, fearful sightings, pretty much troubles all over the world, man. Second Esdras 9, I'm going to continue down with a few verses. This is number 9, I'm going to read 9 through at 13. Then shall they be in a pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty, and when as yet a place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it. And the same must know it after death by pain. Number 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved. And they're going to be scarcely saved, barely. Whose the world is and whom the world is created, because the world was created for the righteous from the beginning. But the balance of it is the wicked have to have their time of rulership. So that's the balance of because a false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just ways is the right. That's Proverbs 11:1. So everything's about balance, and everything has its time and season related to Ecclesiastes 3. Then he answered and said, I have said before, and now do speak and will speak it hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Like a wave is greater than a drop. It relates to ratio. So more is going to perish than be saved. Zechariah 13:8. 2/3 part will be cut off, and 1/3 will be left in. There will be left therein, and the third part will be taken to the trials and tribulations. It will be taken through the fires of adversity, man, related to the physical and spiritual fires, man. So more of that is going to be cut off than be saved, man. And like I said, the righteous will be scarcely saved, so they'll be barely saved, man. But they will be saved. Go to 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world. And the great miseries relating to the visitation of the things that the Lord is allowing to happen upon the earth, man. Relating to famines, plagues, and different types of things, man. I mean, the signs of a lot of things happening, man, all over the world. Read it again. And many great miseries shall be done unto them in the latter times. In the latter times, many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And that relates to the vast multitudes of the nation of people, man. They walked in great pride, man. Because of that great pride, the Lord is going to visit the population with destruction, man, upon the wicked, man. Let's go to I'll read 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling, destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as a gold and fire. This relates to the verses relating to the trials and tribulations that, starting with the elect, are going to go through, relating to the latter times, man, or what's to come. And also relating to the, how the people are going to be acting. Go to 2 Timothy 3:1, relating to the characteristic and trait of how the people are going to act during the latter times towards one another, man. Matthew 24. Let me get this real quick. Matthew 24 and Matthew 24 and 12. Because of iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's what's going to happen. A lot of people are going to wax cold, man. Because the increased iniquities of unrighteousness and wickedness that's going to increase. And how, like I said, relating to how the people are going to be in the latter times because of that, pretty much what's going to be going on. Like I said, Matthew 24, Luke 21, Mark 13, relating to nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, famines and pestilence and earthquakes in different places. That's what we're experiencing. I'm going to read 2 Ezra 16 real fast through 23, and this will be pretty much the lesson. 16 to 18. Beginnings of sorrows and great mourning, beginnings of famine and great death, beginnings of wars, and power shall stand in fear, the beginnings of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, the famines and plague, tribulations and anguish are sent as scourges for the amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, the victual shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, the sword, the famine, great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape of hunger shall the sword destroy. And as the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted and the city shall be cast down. And this relates to what's going to happen in the latter times, relating to the horrors in the latter times, man. These things are going to come to pass, man. We're in the precursor stages of things pretty much being orchestrated, facilitated. You know what I mean? Most people don't even realize it. Spiritually, definitely, and even from a carnal aspect as well. And that being said, I hope this helped. Whoever listened, give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadash, the water, Shalom.